Two souls get married, so there are two CDs which got married. Now suddenly they listen to the songs of the other CD every day. Oh, you are like this also, you are like this also. What happened in lockdown? What happened during lockdown? We heard lot of songs which we hadn't heard before. And we said, like, you're like this also. ये तो मुझे पता ही नहीं था. Because earlier we were spending less time, so less music to listen to. And suddenly lockdown created a lot of issues in many families. Lot of havoc happened. Lots. Because 24/7 you're suddenly seeing different sanskars, and because of lockdown and the fear of COVID, that soul had also depleted. So such sanskars got activated which even that soul didn't know that they had. And that is why many relationships just moved apart, just because of that. So when we think that way, it's not just a depletion for them, it's depletion for us. So angel is not a nice word for your spouse? Chalo, angel for your child first. Is that okay? That seems to get a bigger laugh. What is this? No. Please remember yesterday's lesson. Our thought is not dependent on who they are. Our thought is our choice. संकल्प से सृष्टि है, सृष्टि से संकल्प नहीं. I'm not going to look at their sanskar and create a thought. I'm going to create a thought which sanskar I want to see in them tomorrow. If someone is unwell physically, you don't go up to them and say, "Aap bimar ho, aap bimar ho, aap bimar ho, hi, aap bimar ho, aap bimar ho." Let everybody come and say, "Aap bimar ho." What will happen to the person? Or bimar ho jayega. Exactly. So what do you go and say to them? सब परफेक्ट है, सब परफेक्ट है, सब परफेक्ट है. Doctor also comes and says, बहुत बढ़िया है जी, आप बहुत बढ़िया हो जी, आप बहुत बढ़िया हो. That is power of blessings. This is, we've all done it, we've all used it. But we've used it everything in the doing. Now we just have to use the same model for the being. Suppose your child was not prepared for an exam. He said, मेरे से नहीं हो रहा, मेरे से नहीं हो रहा, मेरे से नहीं हो रहा. What do you sit with the child and say? Do you sit with you and say, हाँ तेरे से नहीं हो रहा, तेरे से नहीं हो रहा? Do we do this? No, we never do this. What do we sit with the child and say? मैं बैठा हूँ तुम्हारे साथ में. Come, take out your notebook. I'm sitting with you. सब perfect है. Tomorrow is going to be a beautiful experience. You're going to do extremely well. And that's it. Provided you're saying it from the mind and not from your words. Sometimes we are like, पता नहीं कल क्या होने वाला है. And to them, ना सब अच्छा होगा. Then it doesn't work. It has to come from here, not from here. And then when you do that with the purest intention, do you not find a shift in your child? Yes. So we've done all this, nothing new. The only thing we've done it in the doing, now we need to say, repeat the same thing for the being. So angel or divine angel? Because अपनी vibrations को और ऊपर, और ऊपर, और ऊपर. सत्युगी angel. Then only, when they have studied, we don't have to do anything. Right? So if they have not studied, what do we have to do? The child has this potential. Now we're talking performance. This potential, it is the potential of the child. If everybody criticizes, what will happen to that potential? It will reduce. If everybody appreciates, affirms, blesses, what will happen to that potential? Simple. We know it all, nothing new. So अगर नहीं पढ़ा है तो क्या करना है? हाँ जी? नहीं जी, बिल्कुल ऐसा नहीं. We have the potential. हम लोग ना दूर दूर जाते हैं, अपने बच्चों को लेकर जाते हैं. संत महात्माओं के पास जाते हैं, उनको बोलते हैं हमारे बच्चों को ब्लेसिंग दो. आप में से कोई गया है ऐसे? ब्लेसिंग दो, प्लीज़ ब्लेस माई चाइल्ड, प्लीज़ ब्लेस माई चाइल्ड, प्लीज़ ब्लेस माई चाइल्ड. मंदिर भी लेके जाते हैं, which is all good, because we're taking them to higher vibrational places and we're saying, please bless my child. But who is supposed to bless the child the most? Who is supposed to bless the child the most? But in the name of worry, in the name of attachment, we'll end up radiating what? Opposite of blessings. Because a lower vibrational energy is opposite of blessings. Even if it is real, absolute real, it is the truth. But if I am creating a lower vibrational word, it is opposite of blessings. अगर वो रियल में परफेक्ट होते तो ब्लेसिंग्स की तो ज़रूरत ही नहीं है ना. When do I need blessings? When I need to shift myself up. That's why I need blessings. Don't we say blessings makes the impossible possible? होता है या नहीं होता? तो फिर we have seen so much in the doing happen which was impossible. Somebody is chronically ill, doctor says sorry we can't do anything, and that person is back. And everybody क्या बोलते हैं? तो किसी की दुआ लगी है. बोलते हैं कि नहीं बोलते हैं? तो दुआ means higher vibrational energy reached the soul got healed, radiated to the body got fine. Simple science है ये. This is science of the invisible. We have been studying only thing which is visible with this eyes. Life is actually not about what is visible. Life is all about what is not visible. The soul is not visible, the other soul is not visible, thoughts are not visible, vibrations are not visible, but life is all about that which cannot be seen with this eyes, but which can be seen by this eye. That is why this is called the third eye of wisdom, the Tisra Netra. So we've come here to open this third eye. Open this third eye and start focusing on the invisible rather than only looking on that which is visible. Because which is visible is temporary and which is invisible, that is eternal. That is eternal. So create kar liya blessing unke liye? Everybody? Now, today's homework. Don't have to go into the negative, but just think about that person. And you have all the answers. Just think and allow it to be on your mind. Why are they carrying this sanskar? What could have happened in their life? Just put that question on your mind like you put that question on Google. Why is this like this? Full stop. Put the question, lot of answers will start coming. क्यों है इनके पास ये संस्कार? And this is only so that our mind starts opening up the options of what all could have happened, just so that it becomes easier to put a full stop by the time we reach on Tuesday. So if you see somebody at work, they're senior to you, they have achieved much more than you, they're already where you aren't even seeing yourself right now, and yet they can be insecure of your achievements. Ever? Do you know? Does that happen? How many of you have seen that happening? So how real that is. How real that is. Even when someone is giving you a feedback, on what you have done, your project, your assignment, we would expect them as a role to evaluate what I have done and to say it. Please remember, the role is not evaluating your project. Who is evaluating? Who is evaluating? The sanskars of that soul is evaluating your assignment. You worked very hard for the last 1 month, finished, stayed up last night, didn't go home. You put in everything that you could. And you expected at least one word of acknowledgement. Forget appreciation, just acknowledgement. कि I understand आपने कितनी मेहनत की है. And what do you get in return? And sometimes it could be just, and then we get hurt. And we get humiliated. And we feel let down. And we feel rejected. At that moment, remind yourself, the evaluation or this feedback or whatever, even the appraisal that is done for you in your company is not by a role doing an appraisal for a role. It is the sanskar of the soul which is doing your appraisal. So some sanskar could be very, तो आपको जितना नहीं होना चाहिए उससे भी आगे ले जाते हैं, होता है ना सब. And some sanskar could be their own, हाँ गिराएंगे नीचे, बट जब हमको वो नीचे गिराएंगे, हमें गिरना है कि नहीं, that power they don't have. Please remember their power and please remember your own power. They are going to evaluate you through their sanskar and you are going to evaluate yourself through? Answer. You are going to evaluate yourself through? Through my 5th folder 7 sanskars. Otherwise, I will just consume their pain, their insecurity, their jealousy, their criticism, and I will start doubting myself. And I will say, but I worked so hard. Is it that I'm no good? Is it that I'm no. Kali Yuga, as it gets more and more stronger, please expect more and more of these things to come. Like Jayantiben was sharing today, climate change, please expect more and more tufan to come. Similarly, please expect more and more tufan to come in your... Because one, the soul is not energizing themselves. So today they are here, but next 10 years of marriage, they could have shifted here. And then they are going to speak and behave through where vibration they are. And you cannot say, how can you be like this? You were not like this when we got married. Why did you change? Time passed. They did not do anything to energize themselves. They moved on. But what they are saying, what they are behaving, it's not about me. It's about... Whenever anyone says anything about you, it's not about you. It is about who they are. So if someone is appreciating you and saying, you're wonderful, you're wonderful, you're wonderful, it just means they have a very beautiful sanskar of appreciation. अपनी ego को ज़्यादा ऊपर नहीं लेके जाना है उस time. Just say shukriya. I understand, you're a very beautiful soul. And keep checking yourself. They said you're perfect, but we are not still perfect. We need to check ourselves. So shukriya for the blessing, but not a false illusion that I'm already perfect just because everybody else is saying so. Similarly, when someone is giving you the opposite energy, then also don't go. So Baba हमें सिखाते हैं, Baba means, आज सुबह आपने सीखा, Baba means कौन? Baba means निराकार परमात्मा, फादर है, परम पिता है, तो हम उसको भगवान नहीं बोलते हैं. भगवान इज टाइटल. जैसे डॉक्टर को सारी दुनिया डॉक्टर साहब बोलती है, पर उसके बच्चे डॉक्टर साहब नहीं बोलते. वो क्या बोलते हैं? ऐसे ही हम उसको बाबा बोलते हैं. तो बाबा कहते हैं निंदा स्तुति एक समान, which means criticism, appreciation, same stability. Same stability, because I know both is a sanskar of the other person. Both is a sanskar of another person. Thank you for the appreciation, and when you get criticism, thank you for the feedback, and no consuming the criticism, negative energy. But when I even create one thought, इन्होंने ऐसा कैसे बोला मेरे बारे में? How could they say this to me? That's it. Now I have gone on to their frequency, and from there I'm going to consume all their energy and bring it into my life. So this point is applicable every minute. Soul on a journey, soul on a journey, soul on a journey, soul on a journey. Whatever they are saying, whatever they are doing, however they are behaving, soul on a journey, sanskar. So whenever people are talking to you, they're behaving with you, they're talking about you, they're only doing it through the filter of their lens. That is their lens. It's not about you. Yes, that we'll see tomorrow why it affects. And it will affect less if it affects you less. And even worst case situation is affects your job. At least let it not affect you. It actually first affects us. And because it affects us, then it affects our work. It doesn't first affect the work. And that is why it's very important. Ninda stuti ek saman. It's your feedback. Right? Look at these beautiful candles here, this beautiful lamp, this something over here, this poster, this painting, this everything. If we are 400 here, we would have 400 different opinions about it. Right or wrong? Do we expect that everyone's going to say the same thing about it? No, because each one's opinion will be through their sanskar. Simple. So each one's opinion about you is going to be through? अच्छा, अभी तो बहुत अच्छे से बोला था. Through their sanskar. अभी each one's opinion about you is through? So if somebody comes up to you and says, I don't like you at all, ये record करो अभी चलो फटाफट. You बोले, I understand. My sanskar doesn't match with yours. And then you next line add, but I really like you. And so if your spouse one day shouts at you and says, I don't want to live you, then just turn back and say, but I always want to live with you. That's it. Jhagda khatam. But when they said, I don't want to live with you, and the other person says, okay, so you think I really wanted to live with you? Come, tomorrow we'll take a decision. Because we consumed the other person's energy and we reacted. Let them speak through their sanskar. We will only take care that we are speaking through our sanskar, and rishte sirf or mazboot hote jayenge. And this has to be taken care of in the coming times. Not easy. And that's why this journey of empowering yourself, sankalp se srishti, it will affect my sanskars, my body, my relationships, my work, and my environment. So easy to empower others? It's fine if they criticize us? Achhe se bolo, yes, it's getting recorded here. It's not for me, I know the answer. It's for you to record it here. Is it okay if they criticize you? Yes. If it's okay if they humiliate you? It's okay if they disrespect you? Is it okay if they insult you? They are in pain. And I am a powerful soul. And I heal them. We are not caregivers only for physical illnesses for each other. When someone in family is unwell, we're ready to sell our house and jewelry for them. But when someone is emotionally unwell, we're not even ready to bend our ego a little bit for them. So emotional, look at emotional pain around you and be the caregiver. That is spiritual power. That is spiritual power.